ladies and gentlemen, I'm GC Smith and welcome to a new World of Warcraft series I'll be doing for the immediate future. This will be in addition to the Mr. Pandaria pre-beta stuff, so expect some more of that stuff out as well soon. So what is this? Where if you're astute, you would have read in the title that this is going to be about the Iron Man Challenge. So what is the Iron Man Challenge? Well, the Iron Man Challenge is the challenged level to as high as level as you can with limiting set of restrictions. The restrictions include basically only professionally allowed is first aid, only items you're allowed to wear are greys and whites, so common and vendor trash, and the only ways you can buy these items are obviously from vendors or getting them from trash drops, general mobs out in the world. All greens, blues, epics and stuff have to either be vendored or you can auction house them if you want. The only exceptions are for things like mounts and companion pets. You're allowed them. Doesn't matter what quality are, you're allowed to use them, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. Because they don't give you any advantages. You're not allowed to be in a guild, and you're not allowed to use any non-self buffs. So you can't use, say, if you're a mage, you can't use another priest's stamina buff. So if you're in a city at any point someone buffs you, remove the buff. For one, you're going to questing. There are some other limitations, but we'll come into them when we play. One of the things you have to do is randomly create a race and class combination in the faction. And for these videos I'll be playing Horde, because I'm mostly an Alliance player, so I've seen a lot of the quests in the Alliance, so I just want to see some of the Horde side stuff. So I'll be entertaining myself as well as you guys, and it's a challenge that I want to set myself, so I want to do it in a new setting. So, as you'll see, I'm on a rogue that I've been trying it at. This is the first attempt at the challenge, and as you can see I died and failed. Basically the idea is you're meant to delete your character the moment you fail, which is when you die, and start again. However, I won't delete the characters, not to go back and cheat with them, I'll leave them as they are, but basically when I die, they'll be for future play stuff. If after the Iron Man challenge we can come back and use these characters. So what am I going to do? Well, how am I going to do it? Well, firstly I'll try and cover one race class combination from each race. Once I fail with that race will be scrapped from the list, and I'll do a new class combination with a different race. I won't do the same class combination either, so that class will be stripped off. So say if I randomly roll now a troll druid and die, the next one won't be a troll or a druid. And I'm basically, yeah, that's how I'll do it. Just so you can see me try 6 different race class combinations, because considering there's 6 horde races. So let's start the challenge off and roll my first character for this series. So we'll roll from 1 to 6, and we get the race number 5. One of the other things is we can't use Death Knights due to the fact they start at such a high level, and all their bonuses and stuff, the fact they start in full green, so there's not really any vendor stuff they can wear and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they just get 2 big advantages for this challenge, and because you'd already be at 58 if you leave the starting zone without dying. So let's roll from 1 to 9. And we get 9, and roll a second time just in case they haven't got 9 classes on that race. Roll 1 to 9. And we get a 5. So race 5, class 9 or class 5, depending on which group. So let's go. One of the other things people do is they include iron in their name to show they're part of the challenge, and they'll join the chat down here, which is Iron Curtain on the Horde side of the Urban Ring server. The reason it's done on an RP server is basically because of kind of like a role-playing situation. It's easier to do, kind of thing. You set yourself like a role-play challenge. You're not really going to be doing any PvE or any PvP, because PvP will basically be hindering yourself. So let's create a character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blood Elf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll be 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a priest. So iron shield. It's not available. Iron flay. Iron flay. So let's do this. I've got a can of Tango apple. ready to keep you going throughout this play. Another restriction is you can't use any talents or specifications, so you can't spec at all. So no special skills from those specs. To begin with, it's quite an easy challenge because you're meant to be able to do the early zones in full whites and greys. But when you get beyond, you basically require all the extra stamina gear will give you. So it'll be very difficult as we get higher up. With that and the fact you do less damage. So you'll be able to take less damage because you've got less health, and you'll be able to deal less damage. But healing classes generally have the advantage because they're able to heal themselves. Though a class like a rogue is able to self-pass a lot of enemies, so kind of avoid getting in situations and has an escape place. But anyway,
The past few years have seen unprecedented changes within the eternal land of Quel'Thalas. The Blood Elves, following the will of their crazed leader Kael'thas Sunstrider, channeled dangerous, chaotic magics to transform their sacred Sunwell into a gateway of unspeakable evil. While Kael'thas and his demonic masters were eventually defeated, a different kind of transformation occurred within the Sunwell itself, as a dying Naru sacrificed its life essence to reignite the Sunwell into a fount of holy energy. Now, the Blood Elf Regent Lorthamar Theron sees a new hope on the horizon for his people. Over time, the Sunwell's light could cure the Blood Elves of their cursed state. But many still cling to the arcane powers they've procured, and are hesitant to relinquish them. As one of the remaining Blood Elves, you must fight to protect Quel'Thalas, and help redeem...
And I assume help redeem the Blood Elves in the eyes of the Horde or whatever. Stupid thing cutting out early. But anyway, I'm just going to load my UI settings. This is Renner UI. It's a combination of other UIs, and the link for this UI will be in the description below for anyone that wants it. So it's Reflux, Switch, Renner UI. So let's see. I'm going to try and roleplay in this series as well, so kind of respond to NPCs through voice, to kind of keep it a bit lively. So let's see what we have to do.
What business have you?
Well, my business is trying to level as high as I can without dying, thank you, stupid maiden. Iron Flayer, I hope you're going to get to work, because there's much for you to do here on Sunstrider Isle. Ever since the destruction of Sunwell by Arthas and the Scourge, we have a race adrift on a sea of uncertainty. We tease at the edge of oblivion. This will change, priest, and you'll learn and aid our recovery at the same time. The Outland awaits us. Now, the problem with this is their, like, introduction cinematics change, showing how they've got the Sunwell back. But their questing, you know, the starting quest zones and region doesn't really reflect that. Doesn't been affected by the Cataclysm or any of the updates since Wrath or Burning Crusade. So you begin your education, kill 6 mana worms.
The reckoning is at hand.
So you have to kill 6 mana worms and survive. So we're 1 mana worm down. Take the thing to vendor. Set auto loot on. Time to kill more mana worms. Also, one of the things you can do is I'll say is you can join a social chat, which on this server, which is Earthen Ring, where most people do the challenge, is Iron Curtain on the Horde side. So what you do is do /join Iron Curtain and say hey. Doing YouTube. And let's extend this so we can see more chat. And let's kill more mana. Let's say it was GT Smith because they saw me on my rogue. Blood Elf... no, Priest. Blood Elf Prince. Just lol. A lot of these people have been playing Challange a lot since it was put on the forums. Apparently Blues are joining in, as you see the forum post as a blue response. So there's a lot of people doing it at the moment, especially. So if you do it in the next days or weeks or so, you should have plenty of people on the channel to talk to at any particular time, apart from maybe really late at night. Although, you know, some people survive until 2030, some die at level 6. So I've survived level 2! Woo! Well, it's better than some people, apparently. So let's go and hand this quest in and see if they have any more work from lowly priests that's limiting themselves.
Anu Belore Delana.
Yay! You've successfully killed weakling mana worms.
Death to all who oppose us.
It's not green, so I can wear it.
Our enemies will fall.
Unfortunate measures. Need to kill the link.
Be ready for anything.
Let's go inside, get more quests. Obviously, quests being the easiest and best way to level because they give you tons of XP and reduce the chance of being repeatedly killed. Now, what's interesting is this is one of the 2 starting zones that haven't been updated for cataclysms. So, in other zones,
glory to the Sindorai.
Class quests.
Keep your wits about you.
They kind of teach you how to use
Remember
quests,
the sun well.
Abilities within the quests. So it'll be interesting to see what they do for this zone. Haven't tried it out since Cataclysm. I've only ever been in the Blood Elf zone once.
Anaria Shola.
So, collect 6 arcane slivers using my ability.
We will have justice.
Kill mana using creatures and gain their slivers. Shrine. I'll go with the shrine. Okay.
Victory lies ahead.
Okay, torrent. On a mana worm.
Shorel Aran.
Okay, we can go and do that. After this, I have to keybind it. Cooldown, I'll go and keybind it. Yeah, slash bar. Shift Q. So anyway, the video will have to be cut short soon.
We will persevere.
Well, end soon.
We will have
after,
justice.
Just, on YouTube, I've got 15 minutes allowance at the moment. So I'll cut this here now and continue after the cut.